Welcome to the Twitch dating game. In a time where many of us are isolated inside or social distancing, love is still possible. Join us as we embrace our love for Twitch and try to connect people from all over the world. Perhaps your next match is behind the virtual curtain. Thanks for tuning in.
Here we are. Welcome, Twitch dating game. I think this is episode 7. So come on in, everyone. Host if you like. Welcome. We're getting ready. We got everyone backstage. I promise you, a fun show. So what's up, Songbird? Lainey Star, hello. Lisa the X, hello. Silver Shandlin, or Shandin. Hope I pronounced that right. That is Alyssa Devine's sister. So sister is here. So yes, Lisa sees the dream. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We're here, we're dating. So this is wonderful. Just come on in. I'm going to introduce my co-host in one moment. Give me 1 second. Do this here. Yeah. All right. You got your emotes there. Sean Dean. Thank you for pronouncing that for us. Thank you, Sean Dean. Welcome. Welcome. Good to see you. Sister is here. We like it when sister is here. So we're excited about today. We had fun last week for our recap episode. It was very magical. So yeah, we're here. We're going to chat. Let's see who else is joining us today. Flotron, thank you for the follow. Silver Sean Dean. I got to write that down. Thank you for the host. CT Connecticut Essence. Good evening. Welcome to the Switch dating game. DJ Nightshade, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Alissa Devine, thank you for hosting too. Appreciate that. Nightshade, let us know where you're tuning in from. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Twitch dating game. I'm going to shout out my mods in advance because I know we got a lot of work to do here. So Lisa the X, Lainey Star, London, Songbird, and Holly. Thank you all for all the work you do. From Chi-Town, Chicago's in the building. Love it, love it. Welcome. Cool Beans Claire, hello, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, we're here. So what we're gonna do is in a moment, I'm gonna introduce you to our co-host for tonight, our guest co-host, Erin Deal. She's amazing young lady, business owner, super like creative with the improv skills. And then we're gonna meet Alyssa, talk to her. Then we'll meet our 3 contestants and we'll be off and running. All right. So just gonna wait a couple more minutes, get everyone in here. Good. Miss JUK, shout out to you. Glad you've been waiting all week. Thank you for spreading the word. We're just continuing to build momentum. Shelly Sly. Oh, how do you say this? That's a true name. Shelly Slywoa. Let us know how to say that. Welcome. How are we doing? Lawanda, what's going on? We have to let everyone kind of come in and get situated first. We don't want you to miss anything. All right. We're good. We're good. All right, Alyssa's got family in here to help her. Remember, audience, if you have a question that you would like to ask the contestants, put that in the chat. My mods will help sift through all that, and we'll get you some questions that you want to ask. Terry Bear, what's up? Good to see you. Melanin Princessa, welcome. Hello. Good. So yeah, if you have questions that you want to ask once we get to it. Also, if you have questions to ask Erin when we do our part in the beginning, you can put those in the chat. We'll do that too. All right. What's up, London? How are we doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy St. Patrick's Day. All right. So we're going to get started. We'll meet our co-host. I'm going to bring Erin to the virtual stage. Hold on. Let's see here. So hello. Yeah. What's up, Erin? How are we doing?
Oh, I'm so excited, Amani. I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you to your awesome audience and to you for having me. I'm doing great. I'm living dreams.
Well, we're happy to have you here with us today. I'll let you introduce yourself. Tell everyone, who is Erin Deal?
Well, my last name says it all. Last name Deal, first name should be Big. Actually, that's my toy poodle's name. Big Deal, middle initials FN. However, I am Erin Deal, the founder of a company called Improve It, and we use improvisational comedy to train professionals on soft skills. So things like for communication skills, presentation skills, thinking quickly on your feet. Have a team of hilarious improv professionals, and we were completely in person and then went completely virtual, as Amani knows, due to this pandemic. Fun times, but we're doing it. We're figuring it out. And I'm also the host of a podcast called Failed It, where Mr. Amani Roberts has been on as a guest. So yeah, it's really fun. And we highlight the lowlights of people's careers, and we don't see failures as mistakes. We only see them as gifts, which is a huge rule in improv. So thrilled to be here. I'm excited to meet Alyssa and all these contestants, Amani.
Yes, exactly. Miss JUK, thank you for the host. Cat Snacks, hello. Eve, hello. Greta Lady G, hello. You're from the improv world. I'm curious, how can improv help you in dating?
Oh, God, good question. I mean, it's all about thinking quickly on your feet, to be honest. Really and truthfully, I think if you come across in dating as confident and quick, and also as an open human being who individuals want to be around, that's half the battle, right? You got to make people feel your love and your energy, and improv is all about give and take. So it's really about putting your energy out there, listening, responding in the moment, truthfully, authentically, and having a two-way connection where it's not one-sided. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So I think it's so important in the dating world.
Okay. In addition, how can one turn, maybe if they're on a date and maybe there's a quick or a slight failure, how can they turn that into a win, since we are in the improv world?
Man, you're always so good with these questions.
Thank you.
It's like you're a host of a podcast and you've been doing this show for a while. Okay. All right. So how can you turn a fail from a date into a win? I mean, here's the thing. Even if you go on a date with somebody that you're not necessarily excited about, you have learned something in that moment, something you like, something you want more of, or something you want less of. And most of the time, if it's a fail, it's something we want less of. So I think anytime you're on a date, it's a win. It's like going on a job interview, right? You always gain something from the experience. So instead of really looking at those sucky dates as sucky dates, why not flip the script and be like, okay, I put myself out there. Go me, buy yourself a glass of wine, an ice cream, whatever it is, and celebrate the fact that you tried.
All right. What's up? Hey, DJ Trey, DJ Mike Carbonell, Nerd Chris. Hello, C Cruz. What's up, CC? How we doing? Who else is in the building here? I saw Yoli Hernandez. Hello, welcome. Next question for you. What are some cool ideas you have for adding improv to an actual date, both in person and then virtual?
Oh man, Amani, these are good. Okay. So I would say one of the biggest tenets of improv is yes and. So instead of listening to your date, and if it's not going as planned, right, and zoning out and negating what's being said, really listening to the person, seeing what you can gain from hearing their perspective, and then adding your perspective to the conversation, just postponing that judgment. Because again, it really does go back to what can you gain from this experience, even if it's not your favorite experience. You know what I'm saying? So that notion of yes and is truly a life mantra. It can be applied anywhere, but especially in this dating world.
Okay. LaWanda Bassfield, thank you for the host. I see Tanya, California, my fellow love, kind of not expert, but Tanya's more expert than me, but she works in the love space. So hello, Tanya. Let's see who else we see here. Keep coming in. For people who don't know what yes and means and how it works, can we do like a quick little exercise, you and I together? Would that work?
Of course. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. All right. So let's plan Alyssa's first date. Okay. Let's pretend the world has reopened. The sky's the limit. She can literally go anywhere, do anything, and there's unlimited budget on this date. Okay. So we're going to plan this together, and you are going to yes and every idea that I say, and I'm going to no because every idea that you say. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So how about you throw out an idea with yes and then I'll go from there.
So to start our date, we're going to go and take a walk on, say, the Strand down in Manhattan Beach.
No, that's not going to work. A lot of people don't like sand in between their toes, and some people have really ugly feet. So I don't want this to be like a situation where I'm meeting somebody for the first time and I show my unmanicured toes.
Yes, and we can also have nice conversation, not having to get on the sand and walk and look at the people, enjoy the sights while we get ready to go have our appetizers at our first stop.
No, I just don't think like eating on this first date is a great choice either. I wear adult braces, and because of that, I sometimes get like little like I have little holes here, and sometimes I get like a spinach leaf, and I'm not really into eating on the first date. So I don't think that's going to work for Alyssa. So we're going to pass on that. Okay. So that's the first round. That's what happens when someone no becauses I guess and. So
Right.
let's redo this, and now we'll both yes and each other. Okay? So keep going, even though I negated you. Keep going with your yes and.
Okay, so yes, and there's a really cool smoothie shop right off the Strand where we can get smoothies where you don't have to worry about your braces and getting food stuck. And then next to that is a nice place we can watch a concert.
Yes, and I love a smoothie situation. I think that's great. We can also step to the petting zoo. When we go into the petting zoo, everyone is given a puppy. So on this first date, you're given a puppy, and you get to pet so many different animals.
Yes, and if I really, really like the puppy, can I take the puppy home to meet my little girl, Nyla, who might want a baby sister or a baby brother?
Yes, and Nyla, of course, needs a baby sister or a baby brother, and we are going to become the best parents by parenting these animals together. I mean, it's like parenting 101. We're going straight from first date right into parenting, okay?
Yes, yes. And what happens is, say, as we're working with the puppies and walking along the Strand, we actually run into like some of our best friends who have been like spying on us during our date.
Yes, and you know what we do? We say the more the merrier, and then they come in and we just have like this really fun time, and we all drink smoothies, and we decide at this point it's fine to eat, and we all want food in our teeth, so we just really let ourselves go and live our best lives. So this is yes and, right?
That's great.
We got to this place, right? The second time where we're just ripping ideas, we're having fun, and the first time I think was hard for you, I would assume, right? Or was it hard for you? Speaking of kids, you might hear mine.
That's okay. Correct. We did well though.
Okay, you're right. So yes and is just a mindset where you're not negating or judging, you're allowing ideas to flow. And I think it's really beneficial when it comes to dating.
All right. Let me give some more shout outs. That was wonderful. As you can see, Erin is a master at the improv, so we could have gone all day. Breezy, what's up? Let's see who else is here. Cool Beans Claire. Okay, good. Hello. So we're going to bring Alissa Devine to the stage here. We're going to talk to her, get to know her. And so hold on. Let's see here. Alyssa's coming in. Hello there.
Hi, everybody. How are you? Hi, Erin.
Hi, Alyssa. I'm so excited for you.
So Alyssa, meet Erin and meet everyone here. Nikki Ninja, what's up? It's Karen, not Karen. Hello. How are we feeling, Alyssa?
I'm feeling good. How are you guys feeling?
This is fun. This is so much fun for us. So we're just here having fun. We want to get to know you a little bit before the show, before we bring in the contestants. Tell us maybe a little bit about yourself and your highlight of the last year. What's been your top moment of the last year?
Okay. Well, firstly, my name is Alyssa. Hi, guys. Secondly, I am currently a at-home DJ like everybody else. I reside in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So those of you that don't know, that's where Breaking Bad is. Just put it out there. Secondly, I think my highlight of 2020 would definitely be all the connections I've made with so many different people that prior to the pandemic, I would have never been able to meet. So I hold a lot of gratitude for that, for meeting so many new people, making new friends. You know, that goes beyond where I'm at demographically. And I think for me personally, that has been my highlight this past year.
All right. Now, Erin, if you have questions, you can always come in and ask questions. I'm going to ask Alyssa another one. If you were going to define the word love, what's the definition that comes to mind?
Oh, here we go. This is not the first time he's asked me. Okay, so my definition of love surpasses feeling. So, a lot of times people are like, oh, what is love? Is it an emotion? Is it the way I'm thinking? Yes, yes, and yes. It's everything all put in together. It's number one, respectful. I think that's the number one key. 2, it's unconditional. And 3, it's, like that feel good feeling you get when you've done something really well and you want to share it with people, or, you're excited to see somebody, whether it's your friend or your family, and just that like elevated feeling of happiness. I think all of that put together is my definition of love.
I love this. I do have a question.
Go ahead, Aaron. Yes.
Okay, first of all, I'm so excited for this. You have no idea. When Amani said, "Can you do this?" I said, "Yes." And now you're dope as hell. So I'm like, let's yes, let's find love. Okay. So because you are a DJ, if you had one song that you would say is your life song, it defines Alyssa, what would it be? And bonus points if you give us like a little singing phrase, little chorus.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I love that you asked this, because I actually was playing a song earlier when I streamed, and I was telling my chat, you know what, guys? If I could describe what I'm looking for and what love is and all these great feelings, it would be this song. I should have sent Amani these lyrics.
But you can read them to us. I can Google them, but go ahead, tell us what song it is.
Okay, so it's called Dreamer by Live Joy.
Okay.
It's a throwback. It's from the late 90s. I can't think. It's like love, life, and laughter is all that I believe. That's like the main chorus. So.
Okay. I love that, because I feel that from you. I feel a lot of joy. I feel a lot of light, laughter, and I feel like that's what you're looking for in a partner. I would ask that question. Is that what you're looking for?
Good segue.
Absolutely.
In a partner?
Tell us what you're looking for in a partner, Alyssa.
Yeah.
Well, as I told you before, Amani, I'm looking for a best friend, somebody that will share the same interests, parallel interests with me, definitely has the same, I don't know, do you call it a belief system? Just kind of like somebody that moves forward in their day with gratitude is key for me, major key. Secondly, just wanting to enjoy your time, because I know personally, like, life is short. Life is so short. And I never take a single day for granted. That's absolutely true. So I want somebody that appreciates all the things about life. And on top of that, knows that it's really important to be compassionate and empathetic to your fellow person. That is huge for me. And, having good taste in music doesn't hurt either.
Oh yeah. That would be the bonus there.
Yeah.
Outside of DJing, like, what are some of your hobbies? What do you like to do in your free time when you're not working or DJing?
In my free time, I actually like to work out. It's kind of like what I do to kind of clear my mind. Take my dog on a walk. I love taking him to the dog park, spending time with my family. My family doesn't live near me, so I always take time to go travel and visit them, spend time with my son. People that are close to me, I just really enjoy quality time with them, because I feel like I don't get enough of it. So
yeah. So we noticed your sister's in the audience, Silver Sean Dean. You're very close to your sister. Talk to us about your relationship with her, and will she have to have an approval on anyone that you date or meet today?
My beloved Silver Sean Dean, I love you so much, sister. We're not actually blood sisters, but we have been best friends our entire life. I've known Silver since, before we were women, We've been friends since we were like 10 years old. We grew up together, and we've been through so much together. And we know each other inside and out. Like, literally, we are on the same wavelengths all the time. We're connected. But yes, Silver's definitely one of those people that she has to gain approval because she knows me so well, and she's very protective.
Oh, she's very protective. Okay. So I got to shout out to people in the chat. Jay Chan, what's good? I see Irene Fiasco, Rose Squared. I see DJ Lives in the building. Marco Pinta, got it right. DJ Marco Pinta's here. Oh, so salty. Hello. Now, we're going to ask you a couple more questions, then we're going to bring the fellas on. I'm curious, what inspired you to agree to be on the dating show, and how'd you get over your nerves so far?
Well, I guess, I don't know. So firstly, I just kind of was thrown into this. Let's make that very clear. One day I went to go support the homie Neil Jackson, and Amani was in the chat. And then next thing I know, they were talking about his experience, right? And then next thing I know, Neil was like, ooh, you know how he does that. Amani, you know who should be on your show? It throws me under the bus. And I was like, Neil. All right. Yes. But hey, you know what? I saw his experience. My girl 360, if she's in the chat, I saw hers, and better believe I was asking them, so guys, how was it? Give me the lowdown, give me the Cliff Notes version, please. And I was open to it. One thing that everybody knows about me, if you've ever visited me in my stream, I love to connect with people, and I'm always open to meeting new people. So with that being said, I said, why not? What else do I have to lose? You know what I mean? Like, how else am I going to meet people in a pandemic?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Shout out DJ Vice in the building. Hello. Meta Spin, what's up? Good to see you. Final question for you to bring the fellas on. Like, if we were to go back and meet Alyssa in high school, how would you describe Alyssa in high school compared to how Alyssa is now?
Okay, well, that's a great question. So we're talking pre-internet, right?
You don't have to say that. You can just say in high school. You don't need to get yourself there.
No, yeah, I'm completely open about it because this is how we got to get along. Pre-internet, I was very into music. I actually grew up playing instruments. I was in band. I was in dance. I was a cheerleader, all these things. So I was very active with extracurricular activities. So on any given weekend, I was either at a track meet, or I was actually a basketball coach for a basketball team, or not coach, manager. So I was always doing something. Aside from that, I was very much a wallflower. As some people might define that as a nerd. I was a nerd.
I was always observing.
Yeah, I was always reading. I love to read. So I was always reading, doing something, spending time with my family. My family was really big on weekend trips or going somewhere. So if they met me in high school, I would probably hang out with my family over my friends. Just going to say it.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Was your sis a part of that? You're the one that's on here now?
Silver actually moved back towards the end of our high school years. She was off on the East Coast. But she was really artsy too. We just kind of meshed with all these different groups, but not so much in those years. You know how high school gets.
High school. You got your wine there, so you can take a sip there. Everyone else, if you have wine, get your sips ready. Kitty Bradshaw, hello, by the way. Thank you for gifting that sub. Appreciate that. Nerds will unite. All right. So once again, we'll share some of the ground rules for the chat. Make sure if you have a question that you would like to ask the contestants, put it in the chat. My mods will whisper me those questions. We'll collect them. Also, make sure we're here to have fun. Be nice in the chat. We always want people to be respectful of everyone. So I have to do that disclaimer before, at the middle, and at the end. So I definitely want to share that. And now we're going to get our contestants here in the right order. We're going to start to have a conversation. You have your questions ready, Alyssa? How many questions do you have? How many questions do you have?
I have a bunch.
All right.
whatever I feel is what I'm going to ask.
All right. We like that. What's up? It's Cotter here. Papa D is here. Oh, we got a big house here. All right.
I came prepared, guys.
Ooh, you got the notebook. Are you gonna take notes too? Are you gonna
Girl.
take notes?
That's my type A coming out. My type A personality, guys.
I love it. So hard. I've got Post-it notes to take notes for you.
Yes,
okay?
I love it.
I'm gonna take all your notes.
Okay. Post-it notes. I love it. All right. So let's bring the contestants here. Contestants, make sure your let me think here. Your mic's mute. So we'll have this one here. I'm gonna have to arrange them properly. So those are our contestants. And what we'll do is once we get whoever's answering, I'll make their bubble bigger so we all know who's answering it. So we're going to start with contestant number 1. I'm going to let you ask your first question, Alyssa, and I'm going to work with the little bubbles here. So
okay.
Good luck. Here we go.
So contestant number 1. Hi, I hope you're having a great day, firstly. My first question for you, and just so you guys know, I'm really good at interviewing, okay? My first question for you, what do you feel most grateful for at this point in your life?
All right, so we're going to see how we do this here. Go ahead. So go ahead, contestant 1.
That is a fantastic question. Let me think. What am I most grateful for? I suppose the beauty of the world, the trees, the flowers, the breeze, the sunlight, the stars in the darkness, of course. All the things that I see with my senses and take in moment to moment.
Okay. Contestant number 2 will go to you for that next answer.
Oh, the same question?
Same question. Yeah, we're going to go around the horn here. So yes, welcome.
I mean, what everything contestant number 1 said was beautiful, and I'd like to echo that. But family, friends, my health, still having hair. That's great. Thanks. No offense to Monty. No offense.
Not taken. It's for the law, bro. Don't worry. All right, hold on. So contestant number 3, we'll let you answer that. Go ahead.
Well, in this moment, I will say life, family, my kids for sure, and just overall health and well-being.
Okay. Good. So make sure when you come off, the contestants put your mics back on mute so we can do that also. Next question, Alyssa.
Okay, so this one is really important. What would you constitute as your perfect day?
All right, and we'll stay with contestant 3. So contestant 3, you can come off mute and tell us about your perfect day.
Perfect day. I'll say honestly, just good vibes and good energy. I think once there's a connection there, after getting to know, the base of one another, I think at that point, if we feel a vibe, then we continue. And I mean, nothing in particular, it can be all cliche with the wine and the park and but we can be at a bar too, just kicking it, but energy and vibes is big for me. So I think wherever we are, we'll be able to make that the best date possible.
All right. Contestant 2, we're going to swing it back to you. You can answer that. Your perfect day.
Perfect day, not date.
Right.
Okay, a perfect day. I guess sleeping in, but not feeling like crap about it would be nice. And then eating good food, going on a long walk. Perfect day. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Hey, keep it simple. I like it. Contestant number 1, we're going to go to you.
Wait, is it perfect date or perfect day? Because the first one was a perfect date, and the second one was a perfect day. So should I do a perfect date or a perfect day? Or the perfect date on the perfect day?
It would be day.
The perfect day. This is going to be like a metaphor, sort of. But, okay. You know how sometimes you see an abandoned pair of trousers on the ground, right? Just somebody on the street, there's just an abandoned pair of trousers, right? And you have no idea how those trousers ended up there, but you know it couldn't possibly be something good that happened. Nothing good led to a pair of trousers ending up on the sidewalk. Any day that you don't have to abandon your trousers on the sidewalk is, in my opinion, a pretty good day.
All right, so we're gonna pause there. So Alyssa, after those first two answers, how are you feeling? Any answers catch your eye? I see the audience here. What's up, Claudia? The audience is getting stirred up by some certain contestant's voice. So keep it together, Miss J. You can't keep it together. Talk to us about how you feel about those first two responses.
Very mediocre, just to be honest. But they were good answers. Great job, guys.
Okay, so guys, we need you to dig a little deeper and give some more answers with some depth here, because Alyssa's not playing around. Go ahead.
Okay, so one thing you have to know about me, guys, I'm very direct. Like I'm a very direct person. I'm not gonna candy coat. I'm just very direct. Okay, so
I recently met someone who's very direct, and it takes an adjustment, but it's very refreshing. I'll just say that. So carry on. We're gonna let you ask question contestant number 2 first. Your next question, then we'll keep going back around. As you take that sip of wine, yeah, get your refill too if you want.
Oh yeah. Oh, so plug. I'm drinking Poor Choices wine. It's really good.
It's really good.
Hit up Rama Rich.
All right, there you go, Rama Rich. What's up, DJ Eyes? Thank you for that raid. Raiders, come on in. So, Aaron, if you're confused about what's happening, someone has just entered our room, brought their crowd from their room to our room to join us with the date. It's called a raid. And so we'd like for them to refresh their screens, hit that link. I'm DJ Amro, my experience. Welcome to the Twitch dating game. We have Alyssa Devine with us, and we are just beginning. And Alyssa's going to ask her next question.
Yes,
right now.
my next question is, how close and warm is your family?
Contestant number 2, you can answer that first. Come off mute and answer that.
We're very close. We get in lots of heated debates, but always make up in the end. One thing that we talk about a lot is circumcision. There's a big divide in the family about what to do regarding circumcision. And, even though I'm on the opposite end of, my parents, we still love each other deeply.
All right. So thank you for that. Contestant number 3, you can come off mute and answer that question.
Yes, my family is pretty close. We get together as much as possible, both mom and dad's side. A lot of our family happen to be overseas, so when we can, we do travel, make sure we make that happen, and yeah, we're pretty close, to say the most.
All right, cool. And contestant number 1.
I'm a little confused about this circumcision thing. There's the whole constantly you're talking about I'm sorry. I got distracted. I had an answer and then
focus.
When he said there was a
number
whole constantly debating circumcision was like overwhelming. I am not close with my family. We're not very close, but I do love them. But yeah, I mean this would be a long conversation.
Can you put it in a metaphor about trousers?
A metaphor with my family about trousers.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be more like probably like slacks would be a better metaphor than trousers because actually I can't think of a metaphor with trousers. If you give me like 10 minutes I could come up with a perfect trouser slack metaphor, but
maybe go ahead, keep going.
Okay, no, I can do this. I can think. She said I need to think fast on my feet. Okay, we all have certain pants we don't wear very often, right? Certain trousers, if you will. But we know, whether it's a pair of sweatpants or maybe it's just the ones that you use when you're not worried about getting them dirty. you know that they'll always fit.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Good. Go ahead, Alyssa, with your next question.
Well, actually, I was gonna say to piggyback that it sounds like gray sweats, right, guys?
They're in the
Sounds
chat.
like a pair of gray sweats.
Oh no.
I learned all about the gray sweat thing recently as well.
You did too. Yes. So Aaron,
They gotta
are you
be just right, but you know they always gonna fit and they're always gonna work.
Aaron, just so we can make sure you're not in the dark, are you aware of what gray sweats is referring to?
No.
I will let,
like I know, like ha. I don't know.
I will let Alyssa share it with you.
I mean, okay, so it really depends on who you ask, but gray sweats just, really let a woman know what type of man she's dealing with.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
All right. Sounds like Cheeto stains on the gray sweat, like Cheeto, yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yes. So for Metaspin, thank you for gifting that sub. Angel Benitez, thank you for those bits. Chat, remember, if you have questions for the contestants, put them in there and we will make sure, we'll screen them first because this chat's looking like it's a little off the hook. And then we will ask the contestants. Alyssa, your next question. Then I'm going to let Aaron ask a question. I have a few for the contestants and we'll kind of rotate. So you go ahead next, Alyssa, and we'll start. Go ahead.
My next question is, what roles do love and affection play in your life?
And we're going to start contestant number 2. We're going to start with you to answer that one.
I'll answer that question. But first I want to say, Alyssa, that wasn't very direct of you to Aaron. Aaron, she was talking about penis size is the gray sweat thing.
Oh, no, I get it.
Not Cheeto stains.
Not Cheetos, not like lazy.
Yeah.
I was thinking lazy.
Yeah, no. The direct thing would be to say the size of a man's penis. Okay. So, I'm sorry, I forgot what the question was.
Of course you forgot the question. Of course
it was love and affection.
What roles do love and affection play in your life?
Well, they're obviously a very important. I couldn't imagine living without them. And it would especially be meaningful to me if a woman could love me in spite of having a circumcised penis. That is an important thing for me. If a woman can show affection for me in spite of having mutilated genitals, that would mean a lot to me. So that's the kind of affection and love I'd want to see from a partner.
That's unconditional. I feel you.
Yeah, absolutely unconditional.
Very well. Contestant number 1, back to you for this question, and then the contestant number 3.
I would like to quote the great poet, philosopher, Nevadius Damon Wilburn, who said, "I don't want to give you the wrong impression, but I need love and affection. Love and affection." Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Contestant number 3.
Oh man.
You can take a minute to catch to collect yourself. This. Whew.
All right. So I will say, love and affection means a lot. It's important in life. I think, every day we just thrive off some sort of affection. I think there's different layers to it, as well as love. So I think even telling a stranger, "Hey, I love you," that can be something that just completely changes their day mood, because we just never know, especially in the times that we live in. So it plays a major part.
All right. Thank you, Flossie, for those bits. Aaron, do you have a question for all the contestants you'd like to ask?
Oh man. All right. This is tough for me. And Alyssa, I am just my cheeks are pink. I didn't know about gray sweats. Now I know. Thank you, number 2, for really just bringing that to light.
Aaron's highlight of 2020, 2021.
Oh my God. I feel like I have truly lived. All right. So, I do have some questions. And I think Alyssa needs a man who can wine, dine. I feel like she's drinking a quality wine right now. Alyssa, forgive me if I'm wrong, but is food a part of togetherness and family in your life? Is that something that you enjoy? I know you like to work out, but like, do you enjoy a nice meal?
Absolutely. Whenever I get together with my family, where it's definitely over dinner or, you know, whatever it is, going to get coffee with my mom, you know, something that has to do with eating and drinking.
I love it. Okay, so this is my question for the contestants. If you could have any last meal, it's a little morbid, but this means like this is your favorite meal and you would share this meal with Alyssa, what would it be?
Contestant number 1, we're going to go to you for this question.
Well, so I'm just a little confused because I'm trying to give her the meal, but what if she doesn't like the same food as me?
Listen.
I would ask her favorite food and then order that because, you know, I would rather make her happy on my last meal than have one that I like.
Okay.
How's that? Was that good?
Yeah, just lean into it.
And if it's just me, my choice, I like a good roast chicken. I love chicken with the crispy skin, you know, tender but crispy on the outside.
All right.
Okay.
Good. Contestant number 2.
Yeah, that's a morbid question. On like death row last meal thing. I've thought about this though, and I would do like a whole smorgasbord of like shellfish because I'm really allergic to shellfish, and so that way, either I could like get out of death row because they have to take me to the hospital, or they just let me die of like shellfish allergies. But I would absolutely share my my shellfish with you, Alyssa.
All right. Okay. Contestant number 3.
Well, in hopes that Alyssa does like seafood because I am a pescatarian, I would share whatever with you.
Okay.
Wow.
Right. Okay.
Wow.
Hold on to the next question, Aaron. We're going to circle back with Alyssa. Alyssa, how did you feel about those responses?
Oh, they were good responses for sure. I can definitely relate to one of them more than the other.
Very well. Well, we won't ask you which one. I will let you ask your next question.
My next question. Okay. So this one is a very, very important question to me and my life. So my question for you guys is, do you believe in ghosts and the paranormal?
All right. Contestant number 3, you can start by answering that one.
I do. I've actually witnessed it. I was DJing one time in an old house, and before my presence was in this house, the lady who owned it had passed away. So while I'm DJing, I'm in the living room and I'm just going through crates and just organizing and sorting out music. And I saw this shadow, this figure pop out of the kitchen, and for about 10 seconds, just stand there, looked at me and was smiling, and went back in the kitchen. I closed my eyes, of course, that hard blink. And yeah, I smiled as well because I knew exactly who that person was.
All right. Contestant number 1, we're going to let you answer this one next. Go ahead.
I don't know how much I feel about ghosts particularly, but I definitely believe in, like, you know, I don't know what you call it, like kismet, or you know, when you think of something and then the next thing happens. But as far as ghosts, I have never experienced them, and I live across the street from a cemetery, and I figure I would have been visited because I feel like I would be like a good person to talk to for a ghost if there was a ghost and they wanted to, because I would listen. And so either I do not have the kind of personality that ghosts are interested in, and I guess, you know, maybe I need to work on myself a little bit, or it's just it's not the right time for me to meet ghosts. But I do believe in paranormal, and just because I have never experienced a ghost personally does not mean that I don't believe in them entirely.
Very well. You're welcome. Contestant number 2.
You know, I 100% believe in ghosts, I've never seen a ghost. But I do wonder, are they watching us all in like even in our private moments? That makes me a little worried. I don't know how I feel about being. I mean, like if my grandma sees what I do sometimes, I don't know. Like, do ghosts respect our privacy? That's what I want to know.
Okay. So thank you for that answer. Alyssa, how would you answer that question yourself? What's the answer?
Absolutely. So if you guys don't know, I used to do a stream called Spooky Saturdays. And I had that stream because I've had a lot of paranormal experiences in my life. And it's a recurring thing, not only for myself, but for my child as well. So absolutely, like I have to be able to talk to somebody about just the weird crap that happens and not have a skeptic and not believe me and say, oh, could be this, it could be that. Well, you know what? This has been happening since I was like 10. So, yeah, it's really important to me. Like just the understanding that, hey, yeah, we're here on this earth in this plane for now, but what about our existence and our spirit? Y'all talking about elevating and leveling up and, spirituality. Spirituality is huge for me, for sure.
Interesting. Okay. So my question to the contestants, and we will start with contestant number 3, Dr. Giovanna MD, thank you for the follow. And DJ Q, thank you for that sub. Happy 7-month anniversary. One of my favorite questions, and since, Alyssa's a DJ, she's into music, I want to know, starting with contestant number 3, if it is now sexy time, what song are you playing first? And I'm going to go to contestant 3 to answer that one first.
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one. I would have to say PJ Morton. Say So, I believe is what it is.
Okay, PJ Morton, Say So. We're going to go to contestant number 1 for the next answer. You're still thinking deep in thought, contestant 1, about this answer?
Yeah, that's a tough one because I don't know if I got to ease into it. You can't just go like full, like Eros, right? That's too much. But you don't want to be too gentle either. I'm gonna just off the top of my head, Unfold, Alina Baraz. You know that one?
No. Do you want to say a couple of verses, or not a couple of verses, a verse for us,
I mean,
or
it's from a woman's perspective. If I start singing "Watch Me Unfold," it'll sound real. I don't think it would work. But if you picture like a beautiful woman, like sensually, watch me unfold, you gotta listen to it. Maybe.
Okay. All right. Maybe we'll find it. We'll drop a link in the chat. Thank you. Contestant number 2, how would you answer that question?
Oh, definitely Funky Town.
Oh, okay. Funky Town. All right.
Yep.
All right.
I changed the lyrics too. I'd sing it myself, just like to suit the mood. That's what I like to do, is like sing songs but change the lyrics.
Okay. Yeah. We won't ask you how you change the lyrics just yet. We'll save that question for later. But good. We're going to stay with you right here. We got a question from the audience, and it's MKG Bailey. Thank you, mods, for bringing her question to my attention. How would you describe yourself in 3 words? So I'm going to stay with you, contestant 2. Describe yourself in 3 words.
This is unfair. It gives the other contestants so much more time to pick 3 words. That's not fair. I knew the answer to the song right away. Like, I didn't have to like mess around. I knew 3 words.
Such is life.
Honest, irreverent, and kind of stupid.
Okay, thank you for those answers. We're going to go to contestant number 1 to answer this one. How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Passionate, unique, honest.
All right. And then contestant number 3.
Loving, passionate as well, I will say. That doesn't fall under that umbrella of love. Determined.
Determined. All right. Metaspin, thank you. Okay. Oh, you gave 4. And Metaspin, thank you for gifting that sub to Raven Prince. Appreciate that. Alyssa, what is your next question?
Okay, so my next question is, what is the greatest accomplishment of your life?
Okay, contestant number 1, we'll let you answer that one first.
Fuck.
I wasn't playing, y'all. I came ready.
I love it. I love
Greatest accomplishment.
Oh, that's good.
Great question.
Uh-huh.
Metaspin, that might be on the trailer too.
Honestly, I don't know. I guess, how do you really define an accomplishment? I mean, what is that? Like, the greatest accomplishment. Sometimes it's just getting up every day and fucking like doing what I do and not fucking staying in bed all day. I don't know. I can't answer that. I'm sorry.
You gave an answer, getting up every day. We're going to take that as your answer. Contestant number 3.
Biggest accomplishment?
Yes.
Well, since I think we all know that I am a DJ, in my years of DJing, had a goal set to one day travel. And I found myself, I was asked a question one day, and 4 weeks later, I was on a plane traveling to Africa to DJ for 2 months. I think that's one of my biggest accomplishment as a DJ.
Okay. Contestant number 2.
My greatest accomplishment was actually leading the anti-circumcision activist group Intact America to a rally at the Tallahassee Capitol building and getting state legislatures to put forth a bill that would ban circumcision under the age of 3 years old. That would be it.
All right. Alyssa, what is your next question?
Okay, so my next question is, actually, I'm gonna do this. I want you to complete this sentence. Okay. I wish I had someone I could share what with. Like, I wish I had somebody I could share.
Contestant number 2, you can answer that. Please, no more circumcision talk. Please, no more circumcision.
It's what I'm really passionate about. And
I understand.
My passion, and that's what I would want to share with Alyssa, are my passions. And if we were to have a son together, I would hope we would agree to share our son's foreskin with him. That's what I would want.
Very well. Contestant number 1.
Yeah, pour that all in there.
Gotta pour it, guys.
Pour it in.
Properly named poor choices.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead.
My fears.
He said his fears. You heard that, Alyssa? Okay. All right, contestant number 3.
What would I share with Alyssa was the question?
She wants you to finish the sentence. Repeat the sentence really quickly.
Sorry.
Yeah, the sentence was, I wish I had someone I could share what with? Like, what would you want to share?
Because you're a DJ and I'm a DJ, our love for music and parenting. We'll love to just build on that.
All right. We got time for a couple more questions. So Alyssa, you got 2 more on your list. You can
I do. Okay, so this question, and I'm sure I probably mentioned it to you before, Amani, but do you have a good relationship with the women in your life? And when I say women, it could be your grandmother, could be your auntie, could be your sister, your niece, your daughter. Do you have a good relationship with the women in your life?
And we will stay
Thank
with
you.
contestant number 3.
Yes, I have a great relationship with all the women in my life, from my grandmother, my mother, down to my daughter.
Contestant number 2, what is your answer?
Yeah, no, I get along with all the women in my life, and I'm still very close to my exes.
Contestant number 1, what is your answer?
There are not a lot of women in my life. I get along with my mom. I don't talk to her as much as I should. And the women who, spend enough time with me to, we tend to stay friends, because there's no point having a relationship and like being close with someone and then being like, that's the end of that. At least that's the way I see it. But I don't know. You'd have to ask them. They might say I'm the worst.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna have a good time analyzing these answers. So contestant number, well, ask your next question. I'll tell you who's gonna answer.
Okay, so this one is really important, more important than anything else. Have you ever cheated on your partner in a relationship?
And we're gonna let contestant number 2 answer that one first.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Contestant number 3.
Yes, and that's because I'm only going to be honest with you.
All right. Contestant number 1.
I have not.
All right. So did we have one more? No, that was it. That was the last question, correct? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So the contestants, I'm going to usher you back to the green room. Just hold tight really quickly. Let's see here. Okay. So Alyssa, how are we feeling?
Feeling good. Those were really great questions and very entertaining answers.
Entertaining to say the least.
Entertaining. I thought I was entertaining.
There's some very entertaining answers.
I love it.
Oh, my mods, thank you all very much. Lisa, London, Holly, Songbird, and Lainey. We're going to put up a poll to see who the audience wants to have you pick. I'm going to put you back in the green room so you can think about it. We're going to give it a couple minutes, and then we'll have you back on.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay, hold on for a minute. Aaron, any thoughts on what we just
Bless up. Well, so I think we're all, I haven't been able to see the chat, but I took notes. Like I said, I'm here for Alyssa. Okay, so this was where I was. This is contestant 1. I've got contestant 2, contestant 3. I've labeled them accordingly. Number 1 is confused. Number 2 is gray sweats. And number 3 is the voice. And should I say who I want her to pick? Do you want me to
you can say, sure.
I mean, even though number 3 cheated, the DJ, the kids, who knows about, the gray sweats? We don't know. I also like he's close to his family. He's got good vibes. He's a pescatarian. He takes care of himself. There's things there that I'm like, yes. Global DJ and went, DJ'd in Africa. That's my pick. I mean,
right. Good. I'm David Shin. Thank you for that follow. The poll is up. All right, let's see. We're going to take a quick little break here. I'm going to show first. We have this show coming up next week, which is the Twitch Newlywed Game. And this is for couples, whether you've been dating 6 months or 60 years. So we're coming up March 24th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And we're taking all applications. We want to get a nice group of people here. There'll be a prize. We have sponsors and prizes. So we're going to do that. And just as a tribute to the Newlywed Game, we're going to play you some funny clips while Alyssa continues to ponder over her decision. Oh my gosh. So that's what might happen on the Newlywed Game next week, but that was funny. All right, so catch your breath. Let's bring Alyssa back here. Hold on. We just have a red room. So Alyssa, welcome back.
Great.
All right. How are you feeling? Any questions? You ready to make your decision?
I'm feeling really good. How are you
All
guys
right.
feeling though? You all feeling good?
I feel great. This was most entertaining episode. The questions and the answers caught me off guard, but it was lots of fun. First, so this is how it's going to work. I'll bring the contestants on one by one, but first we're going to bring on the two that you did not select.
Okay.
So we need to know, who are you selecting?
This one was really easy for me, actually. I chose contestant number 2.
Okay, so you chose contestant number 2. I'm very surprised by your pick, but that's okay. So we're gonna have contestant number 1. You can unmute your camera. Well, first of all, why did you choose contestant number 2?
Okay, so I chose contestant number 2. One, he's got a great sense of humor, as do I. I love to laugh. And number 2, he's very sure. That cheating question, he was like, nope.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
quick. Because I'm one of those people, I'm just very let's answer it. There's no in between, there's no gray, just be very, and he's comfortable, he's confident, and he put himself out there, even though he talked a lot about circumcision, that's okay. He was confident enough to talk about that. And he was funny doing it. So kudos to him.
I love how you made your decision. This is just great. It's amazing. Okay, so this is just great. Okay, contestant number 1, I'm going to bring you on. I want you to introduce yourself and tell Alyssa what she's missing out on. So go ahead.
Hi, I'm As Is. I thought you were going to go for 3, but the fact that you went for 2 is pretty cool. You are far out as fuck because he kept talking about circumcision, but that's good. You know what you're looking for. I think probably the people, they don't know. They were like, get rid of number 2, get rid of number 2. I'm shocked, honestly. I mean,
I think everybody is.
I was like, it's 3 is definitely the one. They both have kids, but hey, you gotta love when someone knows what they like. So I'm sure you guys will have lots to talk about over your shellfish dinner that causes him to break out in hives in the middle of talking about circumcision.
Okay, so As Is, tell them the next time you're streaming, because As Is the streamer here on Twitch. Tell them the next time you're streaming.
I'll probably be on at midnight, depending. Usually I'm on around midnight, and yeah. Thank you for having me.
Pacific time, midnight PST, correct?
Oh, we got the battle on Friday for sure. So
Got
there's
the
a battle. If you like DJ battles, Archie versus D-Man in a 4-round heads-up battle. All right, that's enough plug. I'm sorry.
So I'll let my mods put a link up to As Is in the chat. Thank you very much for being a great
Thank you for having me. Good luck.
Nice meeting you.
I hope everything works out for you fantastically.
Lovely. All right, next up, we're gonna bring. This is amazing. This is just spectacular. This is spectacular. So we're gonna bring contestant 3 to the stream. You can unmute yourself really quickly so I can see you. Okay, there you go. All right, introduce yourself and tell Alyssa what she missed out on. You're muted still. There you go.
Hello, Alyssa. You missed out on a hell of a great time. Sense of humor is above 1,000. But I knew this, you were asking questions, so I wanted to get to the point and be as honest as I could be, and that I will be. Outside of that, I'm great peoples, man. Good peoples to know, chop it up with. Like I said, we could talk about just being parents. I see you sipping your wine. I have mine here, so cheers to that.
Cheers.
Okay. That's amazing. Tell the audience who you are, because you're on Twitch also, and they want to know about your voice. They're swooning over the voice from the moment you
I'm
said your first word.
So, nah, for sure. So it's me. It's Father Fonz. I've actually got a couple whispers asking.
That's great.
But yeah, I go by Father Fonz. I stream on Twitch. Been a DJ 10+ years. And shout out to the chat. Well entertained. Shout out to the other contestants as well. Well entertained by them. So yeah.
All right.
So I am.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much for being on the show. We're
Sure.
gonna keep in touch. Mods, you can put a link up for Father Fonz also in the chat. And respect. Thank you. All right. So now, before we bring contestant 2 on, Aaron, any final thoughts on Alyssa's choice? Alyssa, any thoughts? What are we thinking?
I have to say, as a woman who values humor, knowing that that is her choice because of his humor, I will say, Alyssa, he is funny. He's funny. He could work at my company. He's funny. He's got the humor, and he was confident in it as well. I agree, for sure. And he didn't cheat, which I appreciate. Now, I would not go to a seafood dinner, but I feel like in hindsight, you're going to be great. So I'm excited to meet him.
This is amazing. Pure. Okay, number 2, you can unmute yourself. Come on stream. Introduce yourself. We'll talk. We can't see you too clearly. It's kind of dark there. We need to get a little better lighting there. Let's turn on some lights. So hold on. Let's see if we can get some lights. Okay, he's gonna put some lights on. So we'll give him a minute to put some lights on. Father Fon says, "Whisper me for your voice." Yeah. So you asked that cheating question, Alyssa. But have you ever cheated? Audience members want to know.
Have I ever cheated?
Yes.
That's an absolutely not. I am such a loyal person. I would never, ever. But if you want to ask me if I've been cheated on, yes, I have twice.
Right. We don't want that. We're trying to, stop that cycle. So, all right. Contestant number 2, we're going to bring you to introduce yourself and meet Alyssa. Here we go.
Hi.
So tell her who you are. What do you do? Your name. Go ahead.
My name is Isaac. I'm a freelance journalist.
Nice.
And I'm very surprised, to be honest with you. but yeah, I'm also pretty happy because I'm a little competitive. So
Of course.
Yeah.
Tell us, Isaac. Why are you surprised? What are you surprised?
Because I was being pretty ridiculous. So I'm happy she has a good sense of humor. If she can put up with that, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yes. So, Isaac, do you have any maybe one question you'd like to ask Alyssa since you're here? And what Aaron and Isaac, just so you're aware, now you all get to go on a sponsored virtual date. You get a gift card to Grubhub virtual date. We're going to invite you back to the show to tell us about the date. And we've had some good luck with our matches. A lot of them are still talking, still, getting to know each other. So I have high hopes. But
Yeah.
any question for Alyssa?
What's your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Oh shit.
Why do you say that? What's
Not the
wrong with
first time I heard that.
No, it's I'm a Sag, so
Oh, it's a match made in heaven.
Yeah. It worked out. Yeah, the stars align as always.
All right. Alyssa, do you have anything else? What else would you like to know from Isaac?
I think I'm going to save that for our date.
Oh, okay. You're gonna say that for the date.
Lots of questions.
Yeah.
You're like, what? Why? Okay. Cool. Well, I'm gonna put you both backstage. Aaron and I will close up, and we'll continue to kind of proceed with our dates. But amazing work, Alyssa. Awesome questions. It was great. Isaac, before we go, Miss J UK wants to know, what are your interests?
There's a lot. I got a lot. I love sports, the environment, politics, philosophy, all that stuff. I do a little bit of everything, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we're gonna put you backstage. Alyssa will put you backstage too. I'm gonna put you back first, Isaac. So there you go. Alyssa, before we let you go, any final thoughts? First of all, thank you very much for having the courage to come on the show.
Absolutely.
Now that you've been through on the show, we love to recruit new candidates. Like, any thoughts? Was it better? Like, what did you think of your experience so far?
I thought it was a great experience. One, it definitely took me out of my comfort zone. Two, just putting yourself out there. Guys, there's nothing wrong with putting yourself out there and just giving it a go. Don't be afraid to try something for the first time. I thought it was great. You have a wonderful circle of community here. Your stream is popping, and I just want to say thank you to the chat, all my peoples out there. Thank you guys so much. Your support means the world to me. I love the humor, the entertainment value of everything, and here's quality content. Amani, snaps to you.
Thank you. Just for doing a great job. So I'm going to put you, the green room will tell you what the next steps are, but awesome work. I'm proud of you. As Alyssa said, when you get outside your comfort zone, that's where the beauty is. So well done by you. Let's go here. I'm going to put you back there. Hold on. Thanks again, Alyssa. Awesome.
Bye.
Papa, that was Alyssa that snapped. I didn't snap. Aaron, first of all, second of all, because I said first of all to Alyssa, thank you for being a host. It was fun. Any thoughts from you before we let you go?
Oh my God. Well, thanks for having me. Amani, again, I stepped out of my comfort zone tonight. This was fun for me. It was fun to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, meet your awesome community who you have just created and have blossomed. I'm so proud of you and all the things that you've done through this pandemic. Alyssa is awesome. I am thrilled for her and Isaac. I'm excited to see this union. And I love everything. Thanks to the chat and for everybody in your community for having me on tonight too. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you. We'll have you back soon. What we're going to do and I think I'm going to take you off really quickly, so thanks. What we're going to do right now is we're going to watch a little outro. We're going to go to New York City to DJ Lindsay NYC. We're going to greet her. We're going to raid there. And just a fun show, great work. And thanks again, Aaron, for being a part of it.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so hold on for a minute. I'm going to play a little outro. We're going to raid. So here we go.
Thank you for tuning in to the Twitch dating game. Please join us for our next show. If you are interested in becoming a contestant in the future, please send a whisper on Twitch to Amani Experience. Stay safe and never stop believing in love.